Shalom. First and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true sincere brethren out there, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well, including you few women. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him going to that cross and enduring, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. Okay?
Our five-time draft dodger president has been hurling some very serious threats at Iran. And one of them is if there was a war between Iran and the U.S., it would end Iran. Well, Iran has since responded back to the president, and they pretty much told Trump, and this came out on Newsweek, May 25th, 2019, Iran tells Donald Trump, the only thing that will end is him. So it's been right now a buildup of military personnel out there in the Middle East. They've been also trying to get non-military people out of there and bring them back home because, ladies and gentlemen, I really do believe something is about to happen.
Hey, that spirit is in the air. Things are about to happen. But let me go to the book of Obadiah right quick. Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Because see, these Edomites, they used to dwell in the Caucasus Mountains, which is where you get the term Caucasian. They're cave dwellers, all right? They have a very prideful spirit on them. These Edomites really don't believe that they'll ever be brought down. But they are going to be brought down because it's in the scriptures, okay? The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to use different nations such as Iran to bring you devils down. So get prepared to see the end of you devils. All right? Let's go to the book of Job 15 and 20. The wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor. These devils really think that they'll rule forever. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has a cutoff date. And it's evident through looking at prophecies that their end is nigh. We are at the end of Esau and his rulership. All right?
It's not unusual for the U.S. to do these preemptive strikes. They have a record of doing that out in the Middle East, which is really Africa, but they call it the Middle East. And something is about to happen. I don't believe all this military buildup and sending people home and all that stuff is for naught. I really believe something's about to jump off. So Iran's top diplomat has rejected Trump's recent threats, saying it was he whose days were numbered. Following talks with Pakistani officials in Islamabad, Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif responded to an ultimatum issued by Trump on Twitter, which I think is really inappropriate for a president to be out on Twitter just bullying people and making threats. But this is what Trump does. I don't even think it's appropriate for a sitting president to be on Twitter, because all he's doing is going out there trolling people every day. And Trump is a troll. Seriously, Trump is a troll. Look at the kind of stuff he does out there. He's a troll. Okay, so he issued the ultimatum, which we remember last Sunday, on Twitter, and he warned if Iran wants to fight, that will be the official end of Iran. Never threaten the U.S. again. Zarif previously reacted by citing thousands of years of Persian.
Now, it's in the air that President Trump intends to deploy 1,500 troops to the Middle East. Now, I'm going to say this. There will be a draft coming up, all right? And a lot of you, quote-unquote, Americans who get drafted into this war, this third world war, you might as well kiss your wife and your children goodbye because you're not coming back home, all right? Now, this is Joel 3:12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is where the Lord is going to allow different nations to go. You're even going to have American troops sent to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is over there towards the Gulf region, the Saudi Gulf region, over there towards Saudi Arabia, towards Iran, towards Kuwait, and all them other countries over there, all right? For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So a lot of men are going to be sent to that war. Even women are going to be sent to that war to be put to death. That is going to be their judgment. All right? So all of this talk about America being the greatest country, America being undefeated or whatever, you're going to see the end of America in this coming world war. All right?
In history against aggressors such as Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan. But now the minister directed his warnings towards the Republican leader himself. Trump, in his own comment, has shown that, firstly, he does not know history, and secondly, he does not know the people of Iran, Zarif said, according to semi-official Tasnim news agency. Thirdly, he is proving that claims by him and his colleagues about supporting the Iranian people are nothing but lies. A few days ago, he said Iran will end. Iran will see his end. But
and that's a bold and a proud statement. Iran will end. This is talks of war. This is Revelations 8:13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe. 3 woes, speaking of World War III, to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the 3 angels, which are yet to sound. So we're coming into the time of World War III. This is Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. What is the second woe? That's speaking of World War II. Okay? That's when the United States of America, Babylon the Great, was known as a superpower. Okay? You had the US, you had the UK, you had France and China and other countries going against Japan and Russia and Italy. And it was also the fall of the Italian and the Japanese empires. Now, when you look at World War II, that took place between 1935 and 1945. But it says the third woe comes quickly, which is speaking of World War III. That has not took place yet. But that is where we are soon to be experiencing. That is what we're soon to be experiencing. The second woe is past, World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, because World War III is not going to come 3, 4, 5, 600 years after World War II. All right, it's right around the corner. That is the time that we are in. And that's why you're seeing all this animosity between these different nations. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel 38 and verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. All right. So what you're experiencing is these different nations getting prepared for war. Verse 6. Gomer and all his hands, the house of Togarmah, All right. And when you go into Togarmah, that's speaking of Japheth. But that land was took over by Edomites. That's known as Russia today. Okay. Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands and many people with thee. All right. So you're going to have Iran, Ethiopia, Libya with their armies. All right. Including Togarmah. All right. So we're getting clear view, clear insight of World War III. Okay. Let's go to verse 7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Okay. Now you have Gog and Magog, which is Japheth, but today it's known as Russia. All right. Edomites took over that land and is a guard to Meshach and Tubal. All right. Now, when you look at Iran, Iran has oil. And when you look at Syria, Syria gives them a way to do business. And what does America do? Gets in everybody's business. So America, they're trying to prevent that business. Now, Iran today is modern day Persia or Elam. And it's been that way since 1935. So this talk of Iran making threats is just key sign that, hey man, we're coming into the times of World War III. It's here. Look no further. It's right before your eyes, man.
We will never see the end of Iran, Zareth added. While the U.S. is relatively a new country, yeah, because, many of those countries in the region, in those African nations, they've been around a lot longer than the U.S. So in terms of, even when you compare it to Russia, Russia's been around for 1,000 years. And the U.S., in comparison, is really still a baby. So while the U.S. is relatively a new country,
yes, America is a new country. America is only about, roughly 240 years old? So yes, that is a baby. And this baby is about to be destroyed. The daughter of Babylon. Okay?
It has played a major role in Iran's modern history, having orchestrated a 1953 coup there to oust a prime minister who challenged the absolute rule of a West-backed monarchy. Relations were severed after Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution and a hostage crisis at the...
Anyways, this is Matthew 16:1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered them and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair, weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul, weather today. For the sky is red and lowering, O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. So if you're a person and you can't see these signs, you're totally blind, man. The signs are in front of your face. And you're getting more than the sign of the prophet Jonas. So you're seeing more than the prophets on the highways and byways. You're getting signs just off listening to the current events. There are many signs showing you the times that we are in, and you have many people who cannot discern the times. They can't tell. They can tell you what the weather's going to bring. Okay? They can listen to the forecast on TV, and when someone says it's about to rain, they believe it. But when we go out there and we're telling you it's about to be World War III, you don't believe it. You're in disbelief. But that's all right, because the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. All right? And that's the sign that you need. All you have to do is listen to the current events. If you don't want to believe the servants of the Lord, that's fine. Just listen to the news. The news are telling you we are in the midst of World War III. You are about to witness America's and Esau's destruction right before your own eyes. You are about to watch this devil be brought down. His pride has deceived him. So it's going to be a beautiful time when we, the Israelites, even the rest of these nations, see the fall of this devil. And that is, man, that is a wet dream. So Lord willing, this lesson was simple and it was edifying. Iran is beefing with America. America is beefing with Iran. You're going to have troops sent down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of the Lord's judgment. And all the heathen are going to be judged round about. And that includes our people who follow after Esau, because they're heathen as well. And they're going to be sent there to be destroyed. So with that, Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And until my next lesson, Shalom.